Hey y'all, gravity, any day above ground, live it. Hey, I hope everyone's doing well. It is sunny out here in Atlanta. I got the fridge full, my belly's full. We're gonna have fun today. And we're gonna educate. So we know we're in the thralls of this election, but you're probably not noticing that all these planes all of a sudden are crashing and they're being really hush hush about it, especially Boeing, but they've been getting raked over the coals because a lot of incidents have been happening the last 30 days, and we're going to outline as much as we can. But before we begin, let's see who's in the building. Sarah Realty, hello, B1 to you. Miss Nisi, B1. Cameron Jones, hello. Black Star Racer, hello. Brother Torian Rain, hello. Nice airplane AI image. Yes, I use deep AI. Pause. And it is it's a beautiful thing. Antithesis, hello. John Guillory, hello. Torian, you asked, why does the pilot look like Alec Baldwin? I just put in, well, I'll show you the prompt that I used to create that. Well, it has the old one because I had to get the plane. So I just put airlines flying with flames in the sky. Okay, they did that. But the other one, I just put in an image of a white pilot. And they gave me that. So it is what it is. But anyway, yes, as you can probably tell, this is it's been rather interesting the last 30 days. James Hudson, hello. Thank you for tapping in. Robin and Battle, hello. And for those who haven't said anything yet in the live or within the comment section, good afternoon. And did this say you ain't found a goddamn thing? Shit. I hear you. I know these crashes are a little unsettling, but you know, can't be fearful in life. Can't do that. Can't be fearful anymore. We gotta put our faith in things. Now, wait, where brother Antithesis, put your hand up for a second. Where's brother Antithesis? I need you to put your hand up for a second, brother. I'm finna get you on an airplane. Watch this. Wheels falling off landing it. Oh, you don't know about that? What if I told you I could possibly get you on the flight? I possibly could.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in.
Now, Antithesis. Now, tell me the truth, brother. You get on that airplane and you fly down. She's like the head flight attendant. You finna get on that. Come on now. Look at that smile. You heard what I said. Oh, you ain't even said. Now watch this. Tell me you ain't get on the plane with that. I know I forgot to change the name. I'm finna change it right now. Now, Antithesis, tell me you're not getting on the plane with that.
Are you Jackie? No, I'm Susan.
Look at Susan. Come here, Susan. What year is that? This is 1974. right? Yeah, that was third season. Yeah, 1974. See? That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm finna wait. I wonder if they have the do they have the let me see if they have the ending. No, that's Fly for the First Time. What's the ending? The ending was hilarious. No, the ending, they had that ugly one. That motherfucker ran to the bathroom. Let me see something. Yeah, yeah. This finna be antithesis on that play.
Bowl of gravy. I'll explain it to him. Thank you very much.
Watch, here go antithesis. That's antithesis. Do I have buddy passes? Shit. I wish I did. Shit. Oh my god, the Torian. What? Yo, I still get weak on the 3 Degrees episode. My lord. You want to see the epitome of black beauty? Look at that 3 Degrees episode. Lord have mercy. I wonder. Let me look up this real fast before we get into the bullshit. Let me see if they got it. Fuck, they don't have it. I was trying to find the one at the end where he had ugly ass Jackie and the motherfucker ran to the bathroom. All right. Vicstat asks, how come they don't show the race of pods crashing in Good Afternoon? Because you know why. But for visual aid, we finna tell you why.
No medicine, there be no mayonnaise. No medicine, there be no mayonnaise. No medicine, there be no mayonnaise. No medicine, there be no mayonnaise.
You know that's why. But all right, we had enough jokes. We'll probably have some jokes later. But let's get into the serious shit. Did y'all know a couple of days ago there was a plane crash in Nashville, Tennessee? Yeah. We're gonna start in Nashville. Good old Tennessee. Yeehaw!
You know, let me go here. There's I'm gonna move on. There's a growing concern in
Via CNN. Fiery crash of small plane along Nashville highway kills Canadian parents and their 3 children. That is very tragic. Whole family is gone. Fair use. Let's look at the video. Now there's no sound. It's not.
Planes after crashing alongside a Tennessee interstate. The plane was cleared for an emergency landing at a Nashville airport after the pilot reported engine and power failure.
Do you still have Johnstown Airport in sight?
My engine turned off. I'm at 1,600. I'm going to be landing. I don't know where.
I'm declaring emergency. Do you have the airport in sight? Straight in runway 2. Straight in runway 2 at Johnstown. Do you have the airport?
I'm too far away. I won't make it.
The plane careened into the shoulder of the Nashville interstate, exploding on impact and killing all 5 people on board. The National Transportation Safety Board and the FAA are investigating the cause of the crash.
Yeah. Why did 15 people like the shit? Maybe y'all can't see that. Why is there 15 likes on this? Oh, yes, Vic Sack. Yeah, we did the Florida one a couple weeks ago. The one that crashed on 75. I think it was in Naples. But yeah, how do 15 people like this? Too many people crashing in small planes just because you can buy a plane doesn't mean you should. He could have rented it. Okay. There's that one. Now we go to the big people. Tabernacle. United racks up 3 Boeing incidents in a week after aircraft runs off taxiway shortly after landing. Hey, you DEI, you dumb Edomite idiots. Would y'all like to guess the race of these pilots one time? Because we know if they were non-white, they would have had their face all over the place. All right, let's read. A United Airlines Holding Incorporated aircraft ran off the taxiway into a grassy area after landing at Houston on Friday. I think they meant in Houston. Marking the third headline-grabbing incident this week involving the carrier's Boeing company planes, or Boeing Corporation planes. United Flight 2477, with 160 passengers and 6 crew, had just landed at George Bush Intercontinental Airport at about 8 a.m. local time, where it veered into the grass on a turn. No one was injured, and passengers left the 737 MAX on a set of mobile stairs before being bused to the terminal, the airline said. Friday's incident involves a 737 MAX built 4 years ago that has been in service for less than a year. It follows the midair loss of a tire from a United Boeing 777-200 Thursday, just after the plane took off from San Francisco on a flight to Osaka, Japan, and an engine flare on a United flight from Houston to Fort Myers, Florida earlier this week. The plane in the Houston to Florida flight had to make an emergency landing after one of its engines began belching flames 10 minutes after takeoff. The engine ingested plastic bubble wrap that had been left on the airfield prior to departure, according to United. Bubble wrap. Bubble wrap.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Shit. My bad, no sound. What I was saying is, family, this thing right here almost brought down a multi-million-dollar investment. This thing here. All right. Boeing shares fell as much as 1.4% after the United incident on Friday. The stock declined 0.8% as of 12:06 in New York, continuing the worst drop this year among members of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. United slipped 0.5%. They lost millions of dollars. Sorry. Excuse me. They lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. No, tens of millions of dollars because of bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. The 777 headed to Osaka had 249 people on board. It diverted to Los Angeles International Airport and landed without incident. The tire that plummeted damaged at least one car in an airport parking lot. The Federal Aviation Administration said it will investigate all 3 incidents, while the National Transportation Safety Board is sending a team to Houston. United said it will work with the FAA, NTSB, and Boeing to understand what happened. While they came in rapid succession, this week's scares don't appear linked to known issues with Boeing and its 737 MAX and are unlikely to signal broader safety trends. There's your white and I say so. There's your white and I say so. Y'all know the planes are fucking up and the crews are not, either they're doing too many shifts or there's no oversight. Past the oversight. But just because you had 3 incidents, now y'all gonna say there's no cause for alert. We know why. We know why. I'm gonna educate y'all why. Because there's a significant stake in them planes. You don't fucking believe me. Okay, I got you.
You know, let me go here. There's I'm gonna move on. There's a growing concern in
Vernacle. Money talks. So look at the list prices of Boeing aircraft from the 737 to the 777 Max X. Sorry, buying planes can be an expensive business, but list prices don't reflect the real cost. Buying a brand new Boeing aircraft is a significant financial investment, with prices starting at $89 million. The cheapest narrow body options are 737 family airliners, while wide body options start around the mid $200 million. Airlines negotiate discounts off the list price, with most airlines receiving up to a 50% discount on orders. 50%. Fix that. The reason why he's not going to do that because he knows his job is on the line. His job is on the line. Now, the 737 MAX 7 is almost $100 million. They're even coming out with 2 new ones, the MAX 7 and the 10. Look at this. The 777X family, the 9 costs almost $450 million. The smaller one costs $410 million. The quad engine, now production ended passenger 747-8 costs $418.4, while the 777-300ER would set airlines back $375.5 million. Damn it. Of course, they're not going to pay the full price. They'd be out of business. Jesus Christ. All right. Just got to give you a little bit of context. No, not $48. No, $480 million. That's with an M. Million. You say how low? I think they're still trading around 100. They're probably still trading around 100. Yep. 200. They lost 2% on Friday. That's where they ended. Year to date, Jesus. That's a hell of a drop, boy. Buy the dip. Their peak price was in December before Christmas, which makes sense. Buy the dip. See what happens? Look here. Ever since the scamdemic, they never touched $300 again. If that's the case, let me look up Lockheed Martin real quick, because they do the engines. Jesus Christ. Damn. So Lockheed is good. Damn, I should have bought the dip in 2021. Jesus. I'd had $200 per stock right now. All right, maybe about 100. Fuck. All right. Anyway. All right, let's go back to the article. In addition to the 3 incidents, at least 2 other issues involving United and Boeing occurred this week. On Monday, a United flight en route to San Francisco from Honolulu encountered an engine failure over the Pacific before landing safely at its destination. Motherfucker. And pilots will tell you that's the worst place to have engine trouble, in the ocean, because they can't find you. That's why when you go to Japan and you fly out of the West Coast, they go up through Alaska and go down through Russia. Okay, you want to make sure they overland. That plane was a Boeing 757-300, and the FAA also said it's investigating a United flight from Pensacola, Florida, which landed safely Monday in Chicago after reporting a gear issue with the 737 aircraft. The mishaps come at an inopportune time for Boeing. The plane maker is working to restore its reputation following a mid-air panel blowout on an Alaskan Airlines flight earlier this year. The NTSB has found that Boeing workers apparently didn't attach 4 bolts holding the panel to the plane's fuselage. The plane in the January incident was also a 737 MAX. Boeing has come under withering scrutiny from regulators, lawmakers, and customers over manufacturing quality on the model, which re-entered the headlines this year after global grounding in 2019 following 2 fatal accidents. Among Boeing's harshest critics has been United Chief Executive Officer Scott Kirby. United has taken the coming 737 MAX 10 out of its planning. The airline is considering switching to other variants of the MAX and is in talks with Boeing rival Airbus SE on alternative aircraft that could replace some of its massive MAX 10 order. So when you order these planes, family, what they're telling you is you got to buy in bulk. You can't just buy one. So you could just imagine how much money they're spending. You get about 10 of those Maxes, you almost at the $5 billion range. It's in a separate action related to the 737 MAX. The FAA on Friday said that the plane had wiring issues that were prompting a flight control panel to malfunction in flight and causing jets to roll without pilot info. Jesus fucking Christ. Antithesis, you might be right. Hey, you conservatives that want to talk about the pilot, how about you ask what kind of plane you're on first? Fuck the pilot. This motherfucker said a wire can cause the plane to roll without the pilot even doing anything. Huh? So you gonna give me my drink and my snack and then that motherfucker roll to the left? What? Man, look here. You gonna give me all my money back. The agency said it could prompt loss of control of the airplane and ordered airlines to expect wiring for signals of chafing. Boeing had alerted customers about the issue last July. All right. Then there was, wait, let me see. Let's see if this was, yes. Then there was this incident down there in Miami. Who heard about the one in Miami?
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
Tabernacle. American Airlines plane wing clipped tail of Frontier plane in Miami. Video shared on social media showed the moment an American Airlines jet clipped the Frontier Airlines plane that was parked at the gate preparing to board passengers. That's gotta suck. You watching this plane come in and it get clipped the fuck. Oh, by the way, we've got the video. Yes. Yes, we do. We have the video. We're going to play the video. It has music, so it's going to be muted. Look at them running. So I say, God love the diversity hire. Are you sure about that? You asshole. This is what I mean. This is them. This is high IQ. I was looking for this comment. Thank you, laugh out loud. Facts. This is them. That the hire is based on a different thing, not the skills for the job. What if I told you that those people running were probably Hispanic? Because black people don't run like that. That's definitely a white guy. So, yeah. Ooh, look, white woman. There have been dozens of plane crashes with white male pilots. Obviously, a racist bigot like yourself wouldn't know that, but just wanted to let you know. Do some research for typing ignorant nonsense. That's effed up, bro, but true. There they go. No wonder it's private. I think you are the one that has to do plenty of research before you run your woke sensitive fingers and start typing shit. Pilots have nothing to do with what happened here. Too quick to pull the racist card. Hey, retard. You said it was on the grounds crew. The grounds crew ain't black. So if we find out they're white or Hispanic, that would go against you, sir. So the white woman got off code and now they're going for her. This is them. Don P, hello. You said, did you talk about the plane whose wheel fell off shortly after takeoff? Yes, we talked about that. I was in San Francisco going to Japan, fell off, broke some ice guard. They had to go land in LA. I'm trying to find the one where the wheel came off on the runway. I might be able to find it on X. I just don't want to go on there right now. Let me see. Landing gear falls off on runway. Because that picture was wild. It might have been that. It might have been the Houston one. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, so this was the. Yeah, okay, so it was the same one. Okay. Yeah, that picture's wild right there. How your landing gear just fall off? Whew. That's crazy. Okay. Who wants to see Who wants to see Susan again? Who wants to see Susan? I know some of you females want to see Susan too. We're gonna look at Susan again. We like Susan. We liked it, Susan. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna get Susan. All right, we got Susan up. Who wants to see Susan? I see some hands raising. Who wants to see Susan? We'll put your minds at ease again.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
All right, this is for all the fellas and some of you ladies.
What difference does it make? You just gonna open my eye and look at somebody ugly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Susan. Mm, mm, mm. Go ahead, Susan. Take it in, fellas. Take it in. Don't say Kid Gravity ain't do nothing for you ever in life. Look at Susan. Lord have mercy. You can fly me anytime, baby girl. Whew. I know there's a lot of dead air. Let it flow. Just let it flow. Whew. I think we're good. I think we're good. Y'all good? Put a one in there if you're good at two. I'll leave it on there a little longer. Now, this plane crash was wild. That I'm finna show y'all. I don't know how the hell he did this and why. Oh, you good? All right, you good. All right. We finna watch this plane crash. It's a documentary. We're not gonna watch an actual plane crash. But, you know how you motherfuckers are. I know how YouTube is. But just strap in. We gonna watch.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in.
All right, this is about Flight 92. An untrained pilot turns off the engine mid-flight. How the fuck? He was so untrained, he knew how to turn the engine off. Fair use.
An airliner with 100.
Well, that's kind of fucked up. Jesus. Okay.
118 passengers on board has crashed on the M1 motorway in Leicestershire.
In Belfast, the flight's destination, anxious relatives wait at the airport for a plane that will never arrive.
Damn.
We were down on the ground with a crash. All the lights were out, and we seemed to be at an angle of about 45 with the vertical. And at that time, really, there were a few people moaning in the cabin saying, "Oh, my leg's hurt. Somebody please help me. I think I've broken my leg."
The tailpiece that I was on actually appeared to break away and topple over, and at that stage I was left suspended upside down.
Survivors are taken to hospitals across the region.
So he's basically saying nobody trained him on the new plane. Sounds like they need to be sounds like it needs to be these pilots need to be pushed out. If they can't even handle, y'all can't even handle that? You got to be kidding. What's going on?
Watch all episodes of Ice Pilots.
Oh, hell no. I didn't even know they were going to have commercials. So there was that. How the motherfucker shut off the power? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why would you shut off the power? All right. There was another one I wanted to show you. That is a wild title right there. The plane that landed with 92 skeletons on board. That is a wild Jesus. Look at this mid-air collision. Oh wait, there was one. What is that? The Chicago? Was that the Chicago one? He was fucking with the rudder. I think that was the one. They got one with a woman. Nah, I ain't gonna show that one. They get the motherfuckers lose their mind. Yeah, there was this one in Chicago.
The seasoned crew of American Airlines Flight 191
Rudder set.
makes final preparations for takeoff.
Spoilers armed.
From Chicago's O'Hare Airport. The DC-10's
Rapping.
three-engine layout makes it one of the most recognizable passenger jets on the runway. On this flight, a live feed from a video camera mounted in the cockpit allows passengers to watch the takeoff from the cabin.
American 191, you are clear for takeoff.
American 191 underway. You have control. I have control. Runway clear?
I didn't even say anything.
Clear. Okay, setting takeoff thrust. Here we go.
Oh boy. I ain't playing it. Oh jeez. Okay.